Good morning everyone, welcome back for your Sunday stretch. Hope you've all had a good week, enjoying kids being back at school, some return to normality, and hopefully we'll find out today a bit more about the next stage of easing in restrictions and start to get out and about a bit as the weather starts to fine up as well. So today, let's make the most of every day. Let's get up, get moving, see how our body feels about things and what we can do to help it feel better. So, getting warm up we go, hands up. Yeah, a little bit different this week. We're going to bring the legs in second. See how you go, moving through the range in the shoulder. Remember, we're not here to force the body, we're here to see how it's feeling. Okay. Now, as you're going through with the shoulder range and moving the arms, bring one leg up and just rotate the ankle. It's a bit like patting your head and rubbing your tummy. Okay, change sides. Okay, shake out. Standing with the weight nice and even through the feet, toes and heels equally distributed with weight. And just bend the knees a bit, lift the heels, come up into a heel raise as high as you're comfortable. What we're looking for here is making sure that the ankle's not turning out and coming straight up through. So if you can only control it this far, that's as far as you go. We're looking for control here. And if you're coming up higher and you start to come out, bring it back a bit. So this is where being able to understand what your body's telling you comes into play as well with rehab exercises. Up and down. A little bit of a rock back, lift the toes up, redistribute, up and down. Okay, rotations. You notice I'm leaving the toes on the floor there to get them some movement as well. Okay, now, bit of a shake, bit of a kick, knees high. Okay, hit the opposite knee. Don't want to lose that warmth we put into the shoulders. Okay, hands together, out front, let the back arch. Little bit of a side bend and twist there. Hip right through that lower section there. Back to the front, bend out, lean to the side, and then twist. Okay. Legs nice and wide, knees soft. Just leaning forward. Rest your elbows on your knees for a little bit. See how the hamstrings are feeling about things, see if there's any adductor involvement. Just notice what's going on through the legs while you're moving. Come down into a sumo squat. Keep the hips bent, straighten the knees, but don't lock them out. Keep them nice and soft. Back into the sumo. Straighten up. Roll up through the back. Arms all the way up, little bit of back bend there, push the pelvis forward. Get some action through the front of the hips as well. A little side bend with the sway of the hips. Get the inner thighs involved as well. How are the legs feeling? They're moving okay? Do they need some more attention? Okay, this time keeping the back nice and flat. We're not arching this time. Keep it nice and flat. Bend from the hips. You can, again, rest on the knees if you need to, as long as that back is nice and straight. Now, with a big breath in, and as you come out, let the back round and come back down forwards. Breathing in, come back up to flat. Breathing out, let it round. So this is another variation of the cat and cow that we do on hands and knees. So if you have any knee issues that mean that you can't kneel down and you're comfortable in this position, you can still get that back arch and bend in a standing position, either resting on the knees as I am here and then looking up and arching down, or giving it movement through the hips as well. Okay, coming around to the right ankle, straighten the left leg, put the weight through the right foot. All the way around to the left, same thing, weight through the left foot, straighten through the right leg. Back to centre. Another sumo squat and up onto the toes while you do it this time. You notice how each subtle movement changes the feeling through the body. Little warm up some places, let others rest. A little bit of a sway from side to side while you're on the toes there. Okay, resting on the knees. Rolling up through the back like you're stacking Lego. Up to the ceiling. Then to the left. And across to the right. Okay. Come back up to centre, have a bit of a shake out. Roll the shoulders, keep them active, keep them engaged. Whew, how are we all feeling today? We're going to come down onto the floor now. And we're going to include Physio's favourite friend, TheraBand. So quite often when we're doing these stretches and we're working from a laying position, and we're bringing feet up and we're feeling a bit weak through the legs, or we've got some hip rehab going on. Sometimes you just need to rest the legs whilst you're stretching. A band, a belt can help. So these are good because they're stretchy, so you can have the legs straight and use that to help to get the stretch that you're after. Hold there for a couple of breaths and just let the leg relax. Okay, and then you can bend it down to straighten out, or you can just lower it back down. Just with the use of the TheraBand as well, instead of using it purely for a strengthening tool, it helps to give control of that movement. So swapping sides. Do you notice a difference between the sides? Does one need more help than the other? Does one have better range of motion? Just notice what's going on with the body. Nice deep breaths. Okay. And bring it down. Stretch the leg out. And come back up. So you can actually make a bit of a circuit here if you need a bit more mobility with your stretching, and depending if it's pre or post workout as well, or if it's just like we're doing today to get in touch with what the body's doing. So for mobility stuff, I'm going to hold tension here, bend through the knee, straighten through the knee and hip. Notice the hands haven't moved, and then coming back up with the straight leg. So it's supported the whole time. And you can go the other way. You can straighten it down and then come back up. So that's just to show, again, different ways that you can do common exercises and some extra support that you can use. We use TheraBand a lot for strengthening, rehabilitation, training, but it's also good to help with supporting through movement. Like I said, it's one of my favourite tools. So just coming into a seated position, soles of the feet together. Just give a little butterfly, see how the hips are feeling. Are they a bit tight? Are they moving okay? Bit of a rock from side to side. Okay, right leg out straight, pull the toes back. Sitting up nice and straight. And again, you could use TheraBand in this as well, just to secure the foot to help with the posture. As you breathe out this time, allow the back to bend and collapse over the leg. Just notice where you're feeling that in your body. Are you feeling it through the back of the leg? Are you feeling it in the calf? Are you feeling it through the back on the opposite side? Just take note. If there's any sharp pains or any discomfort that you're not quite sure about, give us a call, come in, have an assessment. We'll see if there's something that needs to be addressed. Who knows, maybe with a bit of stretching you'll notice that it doesn't hurt next time. Okay, nice and straight through the back. Big breath in and then collapse over the leg. Couple of breaths while you're there. Okay, because we've got the right leg already bent, put it to the outside of the left hand on right knee, straight through the back. Center, straighten both legs. Take the left leg onto the outside of the right, right hand, left knee, left hand behind, straight through the back, big breath in. Butt wriggle, find a comfy spot, pull the toes back, nice and straight through the back. The harder you pull the toes back, the more you'll get that stretch through here. So again, if you have issues with standing and you feel like you need some mobility through the lower leg, sitting, legs straight, pull the toes back towards you. And you feel that, and then point them as well. Address the front of the leg. Okay, so we're going to come back up to standing now. Have a bit of a shake out. How do you feel? Just bend the knees nice and softly there, not too far. And just collapse down. Just let yourself hang. Let the head hang. Let the arms hang. A little bit of a swing from side to side. Back bend there. Okay, so I hope everyone's feeling energized and ready to go about the rest of their day. I've got to continue what I started yesterday before I was rudely interrupted by a knife. And I will be back to see you again next week. So have a great week and I will catch you then. Bye.